Yo, Breezy.
Yes, sir.
Brandon Ayuk is posting some cryptic messages out there. I'm going to help you, or maybe you help me decipher what it is he's talking about. And we're going to find out what the 49ers can do to improve their wide receiver room this offseason. All right, that sound like a plan to you?
Let's get it, baby. No harm, no.
I'm going to get the timing right. I promise you that, bro. I'm going to get the timing right. One day, one of these days, we're going to do that thing. It's going to be seamless. It's going to be smooth, man. Wayne, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I'm real good.
How much have you worked on today? That's what I want to know. You have like the most interesting lifestyle that I've ever seen. So I need to know how hard have you been working today?
I finished doing a live with John. That was around 2. Then I had to work on my all 32 mock draft for all 32 teams. So, and then I had to work on my presentation for my Patreon because I got to record what I mock draft on Monday so I can explain to everybody who I picked and why I picked them, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, so just been working. I just constantly working and then keep the updates coming out. That's all.
Yeah. I feel that, man. My man is always doing some stuff, man, and I appreciate your hard work and your work ethic. I don't know if anybody else told you that, but I think it's important that we tell each other how we feel about each other, man. I appreciate your work ethic, man. I be watching you grind. I was watching you on with Mose the other night and everything, man. You just be doing your thing, man. So it's cool. It's good to see Mose out there again too. So I like all of that.
Sure. Thank you.
Listen, man. The time has come and gone officially for teams to franchise tag players, and the 49ers, surprise, surprise, did not tag anyone. So were there any free agents out there that you thought could have possibly, potentially, maybe kind of sort of could have got one of these tags from the Niners? Like, were there anybody that you were worried about losing?
Not at all, bro. Like, the Niners aren't going to put a 1-year tag on. If Brock Purdy was going through free agency, potentially he'll get that $45 million tag until they work out a deal. But Brock Purdy's not a free agent, so, you know, it's extension time for him. So, no, I didn't feel like the Niners were going to use that tag. Maybe if it was like a kicker and they were trying to work out a deal or something like that, you know, we've been there, kind of done that. I think that's the last time we used the tag was on Robbie Gould, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. That's the last one I can recall, yeah.
Nah.
Oh, speaking of kickers really quick, I don't know if you did a breakdown of the John Lynch presser, but he kind of spoke like there's a chance Moody could return. Did you feel that?
He said he believed they believed in him and they gave him a pass. They said the injuries probably hindered his performance. So, I think it was Schneider. Y'all can think whatever y'all want. Now Schneider is gone, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So okay, so all right. So you think he should get another chance? At least the option to compete, right?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be competition now, right? So like I think he comes in, he'll get the opportunity. He'll be the veteran, so-called veteran in the room. I don't expect the Niners to ever draft another kicker, just like I don't expect them to draft another punter. I think the situations that they were in allowed them to draft those type of players at those positions at the time. But now the Niners, you know, they know it or realize they need to go out there and figure out how to improve special teams. But I think it comes down to Brant Boyer. We're not giving him any credit yet because we don't really know who he is, but he's had pretty good, decent special teams with the New York Jets. So let's see what he has to say. Let him do the evaluating. Like, we could just sit back and then we could put it on him. I really think Schneider was just that bad that the whole special teams lacked.
Is it possible that they didn't believe in a coordinator? Like, this guy's over. Like, they say it's the leader, right? Like,
just like the defense players don't believe in their coordinator, and you saw how that affected the room. Why can't the special teams players have that same thing? I don't get it.
No, you're right, man. You're absolutely right. Okay, all right. I like that, man.
And when you look at Jake Moody, his issue isn't strength and leg. I don't know, like, he doesn't need a stronger leg. His leg is probably one of the strongest. He needs an accurate leg, and
In
the
fact,
issue. Go ahead, because
no,
the issue with him is accuracy. So when he misses, it's either far to the right or far to the left. So he's trying to compensate and changing it up. I think it's a bunch of stuff. I think it's placeholder. Like you go from who was holding the kicks? The what's our partner name? Mitch Wisnowski.
Wisnowski.
He
But
goes out
was-
for the year.
Yeah,
They got a new
yeah.
placeholder. I never understood why the quarterback don't hold the kicks anymore. Is it because they have potentially they could break their finger?
No, I think the backup quarterback should always be. That
That's
way you
what we
can do
grew-
a fake and throw
That's
the
what I'm-
ball to.
right. So you leave the optical illusion of the fake. When you take it
Yes.
out, they got a punter out there. He's not going to throw the ball.
Or if he do happen to do it, it's a BS throw. It's underthrown. Like you drop
but
it with
they're
your fingertips.
They
like,
don't.
come
You
on.
can. You can't. My point is, it's not challenging enough for the punt defense team to worry about it because Mr. Wisnowski can't throw a freaking pass.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So put the
So
backup quarterback out there, so you at least have that like that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it back, man. That old school. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If the Niners were to do that this season, use their backup quarterback,
I can't wait to see what Brent Boyer.
I would be
we
so
don't
excited over
first of
something
all,
so stupid.
We don't even have a backup quarterback at this point. But when we get
That's
one,
not. Wait, Mordecai's not still in the contract with him. I thought he
He's
signed
a
a 2-year deal.
no, Mordecai is a practice squad guy, bro. Like y'all got to cut this out. These guys aren't on the roster like that.
Wait, so practice squads don't have multiple year deals with the team?
No, they get future contracts, just like everybody else. They get the 1-year deal.
Wait.
They get the future reserve contracts.
Wait,
bro.
the Niners don't have a backup quarterback?
No.
Okay. All right. You know what? Today's wide receivers. But next, no harm, no foul. We doing quarterbacks.
Okay.
I thought. I don't know why I
like this
thought
theme.
Mordecai was still in the contract. I really thought he. Okay, cool. Boom. All right, Maki Dada. I like that. You did that. Okay, you did that. I agree with you. I think Moody should come in here and compete. I think they should bring somebody else in just to let him know, like, we're not going to give this to you. But that vote of confidence is already out there.
I mean,
The
whoa, hold up. See. So everything you're saying is 100% the way it should go. I'm going to be honest with you. With all the stuff that's going down with the 49ers and the money and this $31 million dead cap, this Debo trade is going to affect them huge this year. It won't affect them in the future. This actually helps them in the future. But we're not even talking about the repercussions of trading Debo Samuel. Like, I'm happy we got a 5th-round pick, but that dead money, that $31 million is still owed. Like, so the Niners are still responsible for 31. So you got to subtract $31 million from the cap for this year. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, like, for 2025. So even though the cap goes up, you know, that's still 31. It's like, what do you call it? House? It ain't even house money because it's spent. Like, well, it is house money. It's 31 spent. So take 31 away from the big cap number. And so what if the Niners are kind of like penny pinching, bro? They ain't gonna be able to bring no kicker in here. They might have to
Right.
just they might have to just rock out last year. This will be his last year, right? Going into year 3. Yo, he has 2 more years. 2 more years, right? 4 years they get rookies.
4. Yeah, 4.
Yeah. So they might just rock out. It's a cheap ass contract, bro, and he just got to get his stuff together and
Yeah.
see what happens. I don't know.
And I think they prefer to do that, by the way. I do think they prefer, instead of bringing a veteran or something like that. Yeah.
And they have to pay the veteran a vet minimum, which could be a couple of million. Yeah, like
Yeah. I was just saying that you bring in the competition just for, like, camp purposes when you got to get to the 90-man
But you still
roster.
gotta
Just
sign
let
him.
him know we not. Yeah, but it's not real. It's not.
It is real. That's real. They get guaranteed money, bro. Go check out the people we be signing, and then go look at the dead money after we let them go. That shit real. All that junk add up.
And the reason I'm not going to look at it is because I don't know what dead money mean, Wayne. I ain't going to lie to you, bro.
So dead money means it's money that the team that the team owes. So like the team is responsible to the cap. Right? No, seriously.
I know,
Oh my
but I
God,
don't know.
No, that's what it is. It's owed to the league. Nobody gets the money. Like the league don't get the. It's just owed to the cap. You can't spend this money because you account for it on the books. So that, like, it's crazy. Like the dead money stuff is real. And the Niners with these contracts, the way they backload a lot of their contracts, a lot of these backloaded contracts, they still be paying either dead
Right.
money or money to the players.
Now I heard you say that the Debo thing's 31 million this year and all that, but Washington agreed to take on
They agreed to
some
take
type
on
of money.
Debo.
So
They agreed to take on Debo's 17 million for the year, the salary. They agreed to take on the salary. If we would have traded
why would
Debo,
that be news? Because when you trade a player, their salary goes with them.
yeah, but this is dead cap money for doing it before the when you're supposed to do it. So the Niners, if they would have traded him after June 1st, they wouldn't have got a draft pick. So now they're being penalized for the dead cap money because they traded him. You can't designate it post June 1st.
We can't designate a post June 1st trade.
Not for a trade.
We can do a cut, but you
for
can't
a cut. Correct. Correct.
Yo, the NFL is so full of shit. How they be just making up their own rules.
It'd be rules to this. It'd be rules to this. They wrote you a
Because I promise you this. Debo will not be in a single Washington Commander shoulder pad jersey before June 1st. So why can't it be designated a post June 1st trade?
No, that's not true because once the new league year hits on March 12th, this trade becomes official, and he'll be officially. And if he does choose to sign, he'll be officially on their roster. He might not be in pads, but he'll be their guy. Either way, he's their guy.
Ugh.
Contractually.
Yes.
There'll be no more one jerseys. Well, there will be one jerseys left, but they'll be like, hopefully they'll be like $2.
Yeah.
I mean,
or you can go out there and get that 19 jersey that's still floating around for the low. There's some people out there that think 19 was better than 1. What's your take on that?
The production was better from 19. I like 19 problems. I always thought that was dope. When he switched it to 1, I didn't have a problem. I don't have a problem with players switch.
You didn't have one problem?
I didn't have one. I just feel like players got it. It was unfortunate, like for Debo. Like, a lot of people want to blame Debo for everything that went wrong with the 49ers, and I just don't think that's what it was. I just think Debo was just part of it, and I mean, I'm going to be honest, I only think they traded Debo because they got to pay Brock Purdy. Like, at the end of the day, Brock Purdy got to get paid. If that's the quarterback they're going to go with, and from what we're hearing right now and per the reports, like, they're nowhere near close on the deal, right? Nowhere near close on the deal. Like,
Where'd you hear that at? That's not what John implied.
Yeah, that's not from John. This is just from what people heard at the combine, blah, 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 blah. So stuff is floating out there. I'm not saying this is true or whatever, but there are reports out there floating that they're nowhere near on a deal. Brock wants to get paid, and they got to start penny pinching. That's why we talk about wide receivers today. Like, right? Like, Brandon Ayuk might be on the on the trade. I think Brandon Ayuk's on the trade block. I'm going to be honest with you. Mike, if you came to me, Mike, and you said, are you willing to trade Brandon Ayuk? Or if I came to you.
Who am I? Yeah, let's do this.
I'll come to you. All right, Mike. So what do you want from Brandon Ayuk? Yes. What would you like for Brandon Ayuk? I'm looking for a wide receiver, today. And what would you like for Brandon Ayuk? Yes, right now, today. What would you ask for?
I want you to waive the physical clause, and I want you to take on all of his financial obligations, and you can have him right now for a 5th.
For a 5th-round pick.
Waive the physical clause, and you take on all financial obligations.
Now, see, me personally, I would do that. That's a no-brainer. I could waive the physical clause. That doesn't do anything for me. That just means he won't play for me at right now. Like that doesn't mean anything. But you're silly for selling him for a 5th-round pick. My point is, whatever that offer is, I would be willing to move Brandon Ayuk for the simple fact that you'll be able to take on all that salary. So I'm agreeing to take on his 4-year, 120, whatever that money is. I'm agreeing to take that on. That'll be my contract now. And then his health issues would be my problem. But you get to wipe your brow and say, whew, we got out of that one, right? Like that. That's what I think the Niners are doing.
Because there has to be an exchange for the cap relief.
For sure.
Right? So you basically just sold your cap space for a 5th-round pick.
Which is fine because you reset the wide receiver.
Or you bought cap space. I'm sorry.
You reset the cap space at that position. You drafted 2 players at that position. You're going to probably draft. You could draft another 2 players at the position. You don't have to pay Jawan Jennings next year if you don't want to, depending on how well he does. You get what I'm saying? So, like, the Niners got to figure out where to not spend the bulk of their money.
Yeah.
And then you got to look at the guys. George Kittle's going to be looking for an extension. So if George Kittle's looking for an extension, how long are you extending a 31-year-old tight end that plays physical, that's going to end up sooner or later, Father Time's going to end up coming down the pipeline, right? So, like, you don't want to be stuck in a situation like that. And so the Niners got to make some crazy, tough decisions. But we knew this. That's why our window of time was when we had Brock Purdy on that first the first year he comes in, we had an opportunity, he gets injured. Next year, we just don't get it. We don't get it done.
Are we okay? As of right now, today.
There's no okay, go ahead.
Wait. No, hear me out. As of right now, today, is the 49ers Super Bowl window still open? Prior to the draft, prior to free agency.
The window is always going to be open. The Niners are not a bad-built team. Let me just make this clear. They don't even need to rebuild. The Niners need to reallocate some of their processes and reshift things around so that they can get back to competing. The Niners, the first and foremost thing the San Francisco 49ers need to do, bro, they got to get healthy. Because healthy, this team is a totally different vibe. Now, they just moved on from a Joker piece. Fine. Debo's gone. Shut the gate on that one. But you're looking to get back Christian McCaffrey, but he's coming off an injury. You're looking to get back your Trent Williams, but he's coming off of an injury. You're looking to get back some of these dominant pieces that are going to be a year older, right? And you're also missing your best wide receiver. I don't care what anybody says. Brandon Ayuk was the pure best wide receiver that the 49ers had when it came to running routes. I think that's what separates the true X receiver from everything else. Can they run the route tree? Can they get open? Those two things. Juwan Jennings can get open, but he does lack the speed. So guess which routes he's not running? So that means he can't successfully run those vertical 9 routes down the football field. He can run them, but the ball's probably got to be a little bit underthrown for him to go make one of those spectacular catch radius type catches, right? Like that's kind of like what it got to be, which Brock Purdy underthrows the ball a lot. So these wide receivers that we have to figure out like how are they going to be utilized. And I think, for Kyle Shanahan, you and I had this conversation about the offense shifting. It shifted. It's officially gone. The offense is no more yak. It's more yak after a deeper catch. It's no more quick yak. If that makes sense. They've shifted from that. Once they moved on from Debo, that meant gone. Like, you know what I mean? So now, and so just imagine last year you didn't have Debo and you didn't have Christian McCaffrey. Them your short yak guys. You don't run tight end screens anymore. When we did, it worked. Oh my gosh, the tight end screen worked. But you didn't want to jeopardize putting your only star in injury purgatory or whatever like that. So you didn't run the tight end screens a lot because the Niners just struggled with injuries, and I'm not using that as an excuse to why we lost. But think about it. From the defensive side to the offensive side, they were missing key components. We just lost a key component on the offense, and I'm expecting to lose a key component on the defense. Now, how do the Niners reshift? That's what I'm saying. We don't need to rebuild. We just need to reshift.
That part. I do not think that we're rebuilding. Well said. I don't think that we're rebuilding. I think we have too many key players here.
Yes, but how do we reshift?
Be considered a rebuild?
The utilization to get the maximization of the players that are here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because believe it or not, Fred Warner needs another player, but he needs another player that he can trust. Actually, Fred Warner should be drafting the linebacker, not Johnny Holland. I'm sorry. Fred Warner should be like, this is who I want. Now, I like D. Winters. Don't get it twisted. And I'm hoping D. Winters takes a step upwards in his game, especially the knowledge of the game. He'll be going into year 3. He's got the speed, Mike. He plays physical, but can he cover?
Well, Lynch did say that they have been in talks with Greenlaw also. So it's not all is not lost on Greenlaw returning either.
I think 98% of that shit is gone, bro. If I'm Dre Greenlaw, I got to test free agency. Now, if I test it and the market ain't hitting me back the way I wanted to, then it works in the Niners' favor. This is a game of cards, a game of poker, bro. You play cards better than anybody I know. It's a game of poker. Oh, yeah, man. Here's my offers, 1 year deal. Let's say if I do a 1 year, $7 million prove it incentive deal based where you can make up to $11.5 million. The market isn't that huge for these linebackers. He's not even a Mike.
Right.
And I think outside linebackers get paid more. The ones that rush the passers, the off-ball guys, I think they get paid more. But he's not even asked to do that.
Right. All right. Look, I saw a tweet from this wise man, and I wanted to share it with you today. I'm not sure what that wise man's name was. Oh, it's the Wayne Breezy. He says, it's only right for BA to step foot in NYC with Tim's on. East Coast Vibes 100. Okay, so we see this. We see that. I see how you grabbed it. Right,
you can't tell me I'm not dope though. Like the way I post my stuff though. Cause
come on, man.
No, but so for one, I'm East Coast guy. Number two. The first thing I recognized in this picture was the encrypted tweet. The encrypted message. I want people to understand that I don't care about that. Like, I just like to see two things. He's standing on his own 2 feet with no crutches, no nothing. Like, I'm really analyzing this picture, like, cause I'm looking at ACL, MCL, PCL, bro. And you see how I blocked the ACL, MCL, PCL. Are you peeping my theory, my knowledge? And then I wanted to focus on the Timbs. I did, because that's a fresh pair right there. Fresh
Bro,
pair.
and not for nothing.
Not
for nothing. Have you ever worn Timbs before?
Bro, I got 3, 4, 5, I got 6 pair in the closet.
Listen to me. Those things are not good on your feet. And
so they're not?
If you got bad legs,
I'll change
knees,
my I put my own soles in them though. But so yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So hopefully he's got something inside of there to support that thing. Otherwise, he might be further along in his recovery than we think. If he walking the streets with no aid or anything like that, and he's wearing Timbs, bro. Yeah. I'm just telling you. You put them joints on raw.
See, where's Slick 68 from? He gotta be. Is he from the East? Is he from Jersey? He's gotta be. Yo, the first thing I saw, when I see you step in New York, you need to either be wearing black Timbs or wheat Timbs. It's the 2 colors. Now me, I'm a flashy dude, so I got colored Timbs when they came out. I got the red 49er color Timbs, and I got the Celtic green Timbs. They not out anymore. So if I was to sell them, I could get bank. Like, you know what I mean? Anytime something comes, rule of thumb, anytime something comes out in a limited color, buy it. Even if you don't wear it 10 years from now, shit. You can sell them suckers, man. You can sell them suckers. You can sell them suckers. Oh, gray Timbs didn't really hit like the wheats and the blacks. I even got the Biggie Timbs. I got the all black Biggie Timbs. With the Biggie plate. Yeah, it's kind of dope.
Okay, so
let's talk about this tweet though.
You mentioned the cryptic message here. This was an IG post.
A motherfreaker, yo.
You got it. All right, so we found out that these are actually ESTG lyrics.
Okay.
But he still posted them for
the what?
EST, 3 letters, and then GEE. That's the artist.
Who is that? Who the is ESTGEE? What the kind of name?
ESTG. That's the artist's name.
Who is that?
That's who the artist is.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Well, so what do you? Okay, let's break this down because I got a few more minutes, right? First of all, let's go backwards. Let's start backwards. What does the hashtag PS mean? I know that don't stand for practice squad.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, so we got Pittsburgh Steelers. We got a practice squad. PlayStation.
Okay. I don't know.
I wonder. Guess. Can y'all guess in the live chat? You know what I'm saying? What the PS stand for? Because Mike would have took it to the Pittsburgh Steelers while he in New York. Like, perfect situation. I like that. Perfect situation. Ooh. I wonder if his agent lives in New York. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where does Brandon's agent reside? Because you know they kind of go to New York to get deals done. Remember Nick Bosa was in New York before his deal?
I do. But
P.S. I love you? Nah.
That was very positive, though, Rachel. I like
That
I
was
like
that was a beautiful. That was beautiful. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I
Thanks,
didn't get.
Rachel.
Is that wait? What does wait? What does PS stand for anyway? Post sendum, post something.
It's like no, it's
It's
post.
post something, right? Post sender.
Oh man, hold on.
Because when you put that PS post, it stands for something. Philly Street.
Postscript.
Postscript. I knew. What did I say?
Post sender or something like that.
Nah, I don't know where the hell I was talking about. I got the post right though.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you need to write a postscript? Why you just can't write that shit in the middle? Why can't
Well,
you
the
just...
thing is, he wrote postscript and didn't write anything after the post. So he didn't put any script after the post.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
why
not.
would you, instead of writing, why don't you just finish writing?
Oh snap!
What?
Post surgery.
Oh, that's the one!
I like it.
That's the one! Yo.
Yeah.
D hyphen skills. First of all, I'll never see you on any of my live shows, so you need to go and join my channel. That's number one. Number two, that's dope. That was dope.
I like it.
That's
I like
it.
it.
I don't need to hear nothing else. Y'all better not say nothing else. Like that right there, that's it. That's it. All right, so post-surgery. All right, now let's go backwards. I don't even want to go backwards. I can't. If I can't, I don't even understand the lyrics from today's rap, urban hip. I don't even understand. All I got was 100. I know what 100 means. That's $100. I got 100.
No. A
That's not
100
a
means like no. So that's not what 100 means. 100.
No, I'm just saying that's another word for how you say 100. That's $100.
Oh, like 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 100. I'm good. I'm healthy. Like,
yeah. No, I'm just saying the word itself means I'm on, post 100. If you ain't worth,
That's what I want to do.
if you ain't worth 100 or better. Oh, I got it. If you ain't worth 100 or better in another city, I'm icy. I ain't got none tucked.
This is funny because I just suffered through this. So I want to hear how you I want to hear how you interpret it. Because all right, so I got the lyrics here. I'm looking.
If you ain't worth 100 or better, then what's the okay? So that's an angry face, right? That's what that means, right? Or no, that's a curse word. That's a curse word.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna play. I want to play that part.
No, don't you play it. Don't play it.
All right, so this is what the rapper says. You ain't worth 100 or better, then shut the fuck up. In another nigga hood, icy, I ain't got nothing tucked.
I needed to hear the real lyrics. All right, so if you ain't worth 100 or better, then shut the fuck up. In another city, I'm icy, I ain't got nothing tucked. Bam, or none tucked.
Right, he ain't got nothing tucked. So it was a shit talking post. Like I'm out here, I'm for real with mine, and I'm wearing my jewelry, and I'm rocking my and ain't nobody gonna do nothing. So after your fellow teammate and position mate just got run down on for his watch, this is what you post in New York, bro?
Yeah, but Ricky, they look different. I'm just saying, they got a different vibe.
You know what?
Ricky was coming out of Ricky was coming out of the mall and waiting to get robbed. When you hold up, like scroll back up. When you get out of the black Suburban, bro, ain't nobody fucking with you in New York. And he not in the hood. Let's keep it a buck. He not in the hood. He not in the hood. He not in the hood. He won't do that in the hood.
That's okay.
I just said that he not in the hood, bro. Look, he on a regular city street. He in the city. City in the hood is different.
He got a backpack on.
For sure. He got and it's Gucci.
It's gonna take you too long to get to it. Like what are we talking about? If you got the backpack on both shoulders, bro.
That wasn't a Ricky diss. I'm sorry. It's just I'm just saying.
No. I think he's saying Ayuk was never mind. I ain't even gonna do this.
Oh, you the worst, Mike. That was bad. Now that was bad. That was bad. What you?
I think that. No, I'm saying that's what I think Big Heck is saying. I think Big Heck is saying Ayuk is dissing Ricky.
Nah, he was saying that I low key diss Ricky, and I wasn't.
It wasn't low key though.
It wasn't even a diss.
It was one of the highest of keys.
It was not a diss, man. Dang, yo.
All right.
Angry face
How do we-
equals shut the F up. I never knew that's what that meant. Did you know that?
No, it depends on the context of it.
I always just thought it was a curse word. I just thought angry face meant bleep. It meant that's what I thought. I'm sorry. I'm mad excited for no freaking reason, man. I got issues, you know. But Mike, not rap sheet, but Adam Schefter has said that the 49ers are willing. Let me put it the words right, to listen to offers, which we know
Absolutely.
that's what they're going to do. So we had this conversation. What is this wide receiver room going to look like next year? Even if Brandon Ayuk remains, you see what I'm saying? How's this wide?
Well, that's
receiver
what I was
room
going to ask you.
shape up?
How do we fix this? And first of all, do we need? I want to
Yes.
be clear with my words. Do we
Yes.
need
Yes.
another wide receiver?
Yes.
All right.
You want me to read? You want me to read to you the wide receivers again? I know them by heart.
Oh, well, I got a list shot here so the people.
It ain't much on. It ain't many on the list. So.
Oh, you talk. Oh, for the Niners. Oh, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not many on the list. You know
The
what I'm
roster
saying?
right now. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
like so. I mean, as far as active players on the roster, it's Jawan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, and Jacob Conley. Those are your three active guys. Brandon Ayuk is not active. He's on the IR. You got your practice squad guys and Trent Taylor and Tariq Owens. And then you got your future reserve contract guys, Isaiah Hodgins, and I feel like Russell Gage is the other guy. At the end of the day, those are the 49ers wide receivers going into the season, and only three of them are on contract, kind of like to make the roster. Well, four, because three, because Brandon Ayuk won't make the roster. He'll start the season on the IR, so that opens up a spot. They got to
Right.
fill that spot, and they just lost Debo. They probably need to fill two spots. One free agent,
Okay.
one draft pick.
Okay.
In
One
my
free agent,
opinion.
one draft pick. Now, would you go? Let me ask you this: are you ruling out the possibility of trading for someone?
I don't think trading would be a good ideal because the Niners don't want to give up anything. I wouldn't give up anything for a receiver. Not looking at some of the guys that are being cut. Like you got Devontae Adams right now. Like that's free agent. Stephon Diggs coming off the ACL injury, free agent. You can go if you want to go veteran. You can go Keenan Allen. You want a guy that can securely still get open, still great route runner. Might have lost a step or two, but still understands football. Question about him is going to be health. If you want to go Brandon, the best Brandon Ayuk comp on this list. Can you guess who it is?
I mean, right now, like healthy and able, it would be Devontae
Just on
Adams.
this list. It's not Devontae Adams. The best comp on this list for Brandon Ayuk, in my opinion, is Chris Godwin. Devontae Adams is still steps ahead of Brandon Ayuk, bro. Like, he's still a different beast as a wide receiver. Devontae Adams is big and could kill you in the slot. I don't think Brandon Ayuk wins in the slot like he does running his routes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a big difference.
Interesting.
But Chris Godwin.
What about Tyler Boyd?
Nope.
Now you saying Chris Godwin because of size, but didn't he just like break an ankle or something?
No,
like
no,
that?
no.
Like, he's not-
Either way, he's coming off an injury, but he's a free agent. You know what I'm
whoa,
saying?
whoa. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. But that, to me, that is, he was the Brandon Ayuk of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And what helped that offense out was just having a guy like Mike Evans, who I ran a 4.56 and can just beat motherfuckers.
Body
in
anybody,
coverage.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
just body.
boom, just bust them over
body.
the head, yeah.
Hey, if
Okay.
what you call it is released though, if Christian Kirk, I know he's coming off an injury too. Like these are a lot of players coming. You don't like Christian Kirk? Okay, never mind.
No, it's not that I don't like him. It's just
I'm just
I
thinking
hear
of
Christian Kirk and I get flashbacks
of the contract.
the contract year and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But my thing is like you got to bring in a receiver. I think Luke the Don said it best. You got to get the 49ers got to play the optic game. You got to play the game of optics. That's just what football is all about, right? You gotta have guys that pose as threats, and I feel like none of the Niners receivers pose as threats. And so to me, if I'm a defense, you can double cover. You're not gonna really double anybody, so you could kind of play straight up. And if you get beat, you get beat. I think if Brandon not Brandon Ayuk, oh my gosh, I think if Jawan Jennings, you know, takes it up a couple of notches, if he has the ability, I don't think he has the ability to get faster, but ain't nobody more dog than Jawan Jennings. If he continues to beat people in single coverage, then you start bracketing him. Once they start doubling Jawan Jennings, bro, it's gonna be no more Jawan Jennings. Yeah. Like I want people to
And
understand.
I really wish you would say things like, because when I say it, I come off as a hater. And what I've been trying to tell people is
No,
there's
no,
a
no, no.
reason the third wide receiver on the 49ers is always successful.
Right. This is why we fell in love with Jawan Jennings, because how did he start to develop? Well, Kyle Shanahan said, you know what? I could put you in the slot. You don't got the speed, but you got the size. So we can get you in the slot. You're going to be one-on-one with a smaller DB, and all you got to do is catch the ball. That's why he was such a terror on third downs, right? They would find that mismatch. Now Jawan Jennings has transitioned into the X due to the injury to Brandon Ayuk. And so I just feel like defenses played him straight up last year. He had a successful year, almost 1,000-yard season. If I think the season will start off that way, I do. But it's really going to come down to, can these other guys produce? Because if Jawan Jennings is the guy that they're going to, and he starts killing, they're going to start doubling him. And then Ricky's going to have to be the guy. Or Jacob Collins's going to have to be the guy. And we're talking about guys we haven't added to the team yet, but we're talking about the guys that we have. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to get a guy like Christian Kirk, because Christian Kirk can keep the middle of the field open. Like, you got to get a guy that can expose the middle of the field. So we still have a George Kittle.
I kind of want dynamic, right? I still want I want a speed. Not that I think Purdy's going to take a lot of shots with the deep guy, but someone that's going to make them respect the middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss a Marquise Goodwin type of guy, right? He wasn't necessarily a threat to go crazy, right? But he almost had that 1,000-yard year.
But see, that's what I think that's where you get Jacob Cowing, right? You're hoping that he's able to continue to find ways to take the top off the defense. I feel like in man-to-man coverage, he could be a burner, right? He ran a 4.3, 4.5, right? He's a 4.3 guy, right? So you're expecting him to be the guy, but the question is, can he block? Can he be physical in the run game? Because if he can't be physical in the run game, I can't have him on the football field, because I can't create the illusion of, am I running the ball? Am I passing the ball? I don't want him on the field just for passes, and then the defenses start to pick up on it. We know NFL defense is on a whole nother level. This ain't college, spread these guys out and you outrun or out physical the guy. Nah, you got to be able to run and pass at the same time. And so calling his sets is what used to separate him from all the other guys, and this is why his plays used to work. But when Kyle had to start going with certain groupings out there, personnels, this is why I wouldn't be surprised if they go at 11 and they pick Tyler Warren, bro. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't like it.
End?
Yo, because now Kyle do you understand the bag Kyle can go to in 12 personnel? Do you understand that?
I get it. I get it, man.
It's one running back on the field. You could pick your poison, right? And then there's two tight ends. How do defenses? So you're forcing the defense to either play. That means one tight end is either going to be covered. They got to bring a big nickel. You're forcing defenses to play big nickel, and they can't, because not everybody's built that way. So now you got a small ass safety or a small ass linebacker on another big body tight end, and you can run the ball out of that, and you can throw the ball out of that, and Brock probably will be more successful throwing to tight ends. So it could just change the game, and you can't do it with just any tight end.
Right.
I love.
Right. You got to get a good guy.
Yeah.
But so all right, let me ask you this, because I know that you were high on Helm. You thought he was a good all-around guy. You got me excited about him. I watched some film after we talked about him.
Yeah.
And
he beat up now. He got a messed up ankle.
That ankle injury. I was going to say, does that worry you? Does that make you want to stay off him?
I don't remember being high on Helm. I think my guy's Terrence Ferguson, but Helm was okay. Like, I'm not a Helm guy. I prefer a guy like Fergie from Oregon. Fergie from Oregon, to me, is just the guy that I feel like would be the most consistent. He can catch. He has a great catch radius. He can run routes. He can block. And he had a really good combine. And he's athletic. You saw that at the combine. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, that's a guy like I feel like you can get in the third or fourth round. We got 2 third-round picks, 3 fourth-round picks, and now we got a 5th. So Like I said, I could see the nine. I wouldn't. I don't want the. First of all, let me just be clear. I don't want the Niners to draft Tyler Warren. I feel like they need to go edge. I've been screaming edge for the longest. Defensive line, edge, defensive tackle,
offensive line. Yeah,
I don't even care about the offensive line because if you're not going to get Armand Membu, then I don't feel like you need to reach for an offensive lineman.
Wayne's thoughts do not reflect those of Michael of Nothing But Niners.
I didn't say that we didn't need to go offensive line, but I don't think you need to go offensive line at 11 if your guy is not there is what I'm saying. I think the guy that fits the 49ers best is Armand Membu. And if he's gone, I think you find a guy. Like you find another guy. Just like last year, we had to find another guy. Remember our guy was Roger Rosengarten. That was our guy. And what did the Ravens do? Right before us, too. Let's keep it a buck. And so it forced us to go and say, you know what? Let's go get our Pooney. He was our number 2. I don't know how that make Pooney feel, but that's what it was. Like, it was Rosengarten, probably Pooney. I think Membu is the guy. Will Campbell will be a good guy. But at the end of the day, I think you go edge there, man. You get one of those premier edge rushers, man, and you just salivate at the mouth, bro, and let those guys tee off. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a Mike Green, get a James Pierce. I don't care about no character issues and no fake ass sexual assault charges if that's what they. Because I'm thinking it happened, so I'm hoping he's been cleared. He's been playing football this whole time, so we'll see what happens. But those are the two guys. Don't get me no Shamar Stewart. Don't want him. Give me Pierce Jr. or Mike Green in round 1 because I'm not going to get Mason. I'm not getting him. Mason Graham's going to be gone. Abdul Carter is going to be gone. So give me a guy I know that can win out on the edge. You want Nick Bosa to get back to Nick Bosa? Then get the guy out there that can complement him perfectly. Nick Bosa had a great rookie season because we had a banged up, beat up D Ford. Nobody remembers D Ford. We had a banged up D Ford that allowed Nick to be free, okay? And then we had them big ass tree trunk giants in the middle from Oregon. It's just my theory. I feel like there's some tackles you can get or some guards you can get rounds 2, round 3, round 4 that'll come in here. I like Holland Pierce, man. I think Holland Pierce is a big strong mother freaker. And if you go and tackle, it could be a problem. He's got the longest arm length, 35 inches, I think. Psh, it's going to be crazy. You're muted.
So I'm sorry, but no, I agree with you, man. But listen, we got to go. We got to get up out of here. I personally would like to see the Niners trade for somebody. Like, I want to see them trade for a wide receiver, right? And then what that does is allow them to get the guy, NFL proven, and I'm not going to say a name because I want Kyle to put this offense together the way he wants it to be. I got a feeling that there may be an offensive change that we don't expect coming.
Could be a shift.
Yeah, you get rid of Debo and things like that, and it's tell me like, all right, maybe you're getting away from this little gadget kind of stuff, and you want to get back to some bread and butter. I kind of like that suggestion of Keenan Allen, right? A pure route runner. Go out there, route somebody up, deliver the ball in stride, and boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, we are matriculating our way down the field consistently, right? Maybe that is what Kyle's looking for. And then, bam, you hit him with the run. I don't know. But I think that there's going to be some kind of change, and the type of wide receiver we go out and acquire is going to tell you what Kyle's looking to do on the offense. And now I'm not opposed to getting another tight end in the draft. If y'all don't think that the Niners are looking for tight ends, you're wrong. Like, they are taking tight ends damn near every draft.
They do it all the time. What happens is where they take them is the issue. And so now that's what makes you scratch your head, because the Niners have the ability to draft 2 first-round graded tight ends this year. They can go Colston Loveland. They can go for that guy that can win underneath routes, block, get open, and got the greatest hands. Like, they can go that route. Or they could go with the all-tool tight end like a Tyler Warren. Like, those are first-round graded guys, you know? And so that could be the shift in Kyle Shanahan's offense. People will be pissed because we don't go tackle. I don't think we go tackle there, guys. I hate to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got their eyes set on linemen. I got to get up out of here, but I think they got their eyes set up on linemen, man.
All right. Listen, man, we appreciate you guys. We will be back tomorrow. We doing the draft tomorrow, man?
We'll talk about that.
Okay. All right. Well, we will see. But either way, you guys make sure you subscribe to the Wayne Breezy channel over on YouTube. All right. He called some of y'all out today. He said, I don't recognize that face. I'd like to see it in my place. So make sure you get on over there, subscribe. All right. That's going to do it for us, man. You ready to get up out of here?
Let's go, baby.
No team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl. I'm Mike. That's Wayne. And this is No Harm, No Foul. Peace. Gotta find it.